So before we begin, I want to say that I genuinely love to hear about people's dreams, and I'm super into lucid dreaming, although I've only done it a dozen or so times. But my theory is that the more we talk about dreams and lucid dreaming, the more aware and conscious we become of them, even while dreaming. So I'd love to hear in the comments what crazy lucid dreams you've had, or beautiful lucid dreams you've had, and I'd love to hear what you would like to try when you have some grand successes in your lucid dreaming. But without further ado, here are my top 5 things that I want to do when I next lucid dream. So number 1 is actually one that I've had some success in the past already with. Out of the dozen or so times that I have lucid dreamt, 2 of the times I decided I would sit down and focus on my spine, and the result was it felt like a lightning bolt just shooting up the back of my spine. Textbook Kundalini experience that you read about, these very intense experiences, and each time I would actually wake up and the energy would still remain in my body for about 10 seconds or so, but somehow I was drawn to doing that again. So that's definitely something I want to do again. That's number 1, is to activate my inner fire again. Maybe this time more in a more controlled way. Maybe it doesn't have to be like a lightning bolt going up my spine and wakes me up. Maybe it can be more centered in my gut, and maybe even centered in my heart, and be more of a deep, divine, warm, fiery love rather than a jolting love. I can ramp up to that steadily. But number 2 is activating my crown chakra, or just activating my crown, which people who've meditated on the top of their head, they know that you can have interesting experiences, very pleasant experiences. I've had many pleasant experiences just meditating sober and thinking about the top of my head. And I can only imagine how much more impactful and awesome that's going to be when I'm in a lucid dream. And actually the affirmation I want to use to spark the activation of my crown chakra, is that I'm now thinking upwards to the top of my head. I'm thinking joy, 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 and now at the same time I send it out, out, out. So that's how I want to activate the crown chakra. I've done that affirmation many times sober with interesting sensations, energy sensations at the top of my head, and I suspect when I do this in a lucid dream it's going to be very amazing. Number 3, looking at my notes. Oh yeah, of course, it's talking to a wise being. Many options what sort of a being this could be. Sometimes in my normal dreams I run into like a being of light, or maybe some famous person, which doesn't have to be the real thing, but still I can interact with my version of them, you know, like the Buddha or Jesus. Or Sadhgurunath. I've had interesting dreams, just normal dreams, about where Yogi Raj Sadhgurunath interacts with me for some reason, and very amazing dreams. I would like to do that if I can by choice, if lucid dreaming. But also I could talk to interesting deities, like Shiva would be extremely interesting, maybe scary, who knows, but I'm willing to risk it. Or other deities would be guaranteed to be terrifying, like Durga and Kali. I would like to see how that the discussion goes, if it's even possible to call it a discussion. I'm sure it'll be not what I expect. Otherwise I could talk to angels, or just elementals, or really any sort of wise being that lives in my head or on some astral plane. Doesn't really matter where, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of interesting discussions to be had, and I would like to talk to them just about higher consciousness and love, and accessing higher states of consciousness consistently, and how I can actually consistently do that. Maybe ask them how I can lucid dream even more often so as to build up some momentum. Number 4 is yeah, of course, explore the 8 spiritual breaths, which is a yoga program I do. It involves basically breath work and many beautiful affirmations. And I would just like to do those basically in a lucid dream, because I do them sober all the time. and every day in fact, and I get fantastically, it feels, the sensations, extremely healing, extremely beautiful, even vividly graphic, and without fail it activates me on an energy level every time I do it. But doing this in a lucid dream, I can tell, would be absolutely flabbergastingly amazing. So I guess just to generalize it, I would like to do a yoga routine and affirmations that already resonate with me in a lucid dream. And then number 5, I could come up with many more, but just my top 5 that I would like to try in a dream. And number 5 is, why am I so bad at remembering? Oh yeah, ask the dream for a gift. So of course I can't bring a physical gift back with me, like a gold or something like that, but I want to ask the dream for a gift of being able to, in the future, very consistently, in a much better way than I can now, to be able to lucid dream, or maybe even just astral travel, whatever you want to call it, like astral projection, be able to step out of my body as I'm falling asleep. I would like to ask for that gift of recognizing dreams as they happen. I'm open to receiving that gift in many forms. Maybe some being can come, the dream can conjure a being every time I sleep that says, knock knock Gerard, it's a dream, and then I'll realize, or maybe it can just be like almost a superpower for me from where I am now, where I just always know when I'm dreaming. But that would be like a core thing I would like, because if I can get that to happen, that I can consistently lucid dream, then all the other items on my list and all the other items I could ever think of will come true, because that's what I want the most right now, is to be able to consistently lucid dream. But there you go, and like I said before, I really enjoy hearing your dreams. If you've had any interesting lucid dreams, let me know. Like and comment on the video for the algorithm, but honestly comment anything interesting about dreams. I love hearing about it. And subscribe if you're interested. Hopefully I have success with lucid dreaming in the near future. I've gone through a phase a few years back where I was really focused on lucid dreaming, and I probably did it about a dozen times, but then life got busy. But now I've got a bit more time and I'm going to really focus on it. Hopefully I have loads of success, and I'd like to share my journey. If anyone's interested, you know, it would be fun to engage with you guys. I would really enjoy that. It's interesting to me in my own personal life, I only know 2 or 3 people that are actually really interested in lucid dreaming. It's so insane, because it's the most interesting thing I could imagine. You can have full control of your entire consciousness. You can do whatever you want, anything you can imagine, and beyond. People aren't really that interested in it, generally speaking, for some reason. I don't really know what their aversion is. But yeah, I'd love to talk to you, the internet community, about that. So, see you next time.